Hey, what up everyone? I'm Cynical, and this is Gems of War. And today I'm going to be going over the top 10 rare troops in the game. We did the top 10 common troops in the game like a week ago or so. So I'm going to keep this going. So top 10 rare troops in the game. This one was harder than the commons. Way harder. There's way better. There's a bunch of good troops for the rares. I mean, they're all around the same. It's not like they're awesome, but there's a bunch of good ones. You know what I mean? So yeah, top 10 rare troops. And hey, later on today, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Make sure you come catch that. It'll be the first hour of that. That game came out like this year. It's a new game. It's an RPG. It's Final Fantasy VII. It's Cynical playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So come check that out later today. Please keep an eye out for that. Trying to get some okay views on that so I keep it going, you know. Anyway, let's jump straight into this. Well, first of all, some honorable mentions, and you guys probably aren't going to like this. This is my top 10, so troops I still use that are rare, troops that I used to use that are rare, and troops that I like that are rare. Will it be like the meta list that everybody agrees upon? These are the top 10 best rares? No. But like I said with the commons, 7 out of 10 of them would probably make that list. And then 3 are probably just ones I like. And there's probably 3 not on the list that you guys will be like, holy crap, why didn't you put this on the list? Especially with the rares. This is really difficult. And I know I'm going to say some honorable mentions, and you guys are going to be like, what? Those are not on the list? And I know. There's a bunch to choose from here, and I wasn't sure what to do, but honorable mentions we have. Let's go down to the C's. Do you know a good rare in the C's? And these are in no order as far as the honorable mentions go. Where is it? Clockwork Sphinx. So 12 brown, purple, Adana, mech. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies 33 armor boosted by gems destroyed. So it's good with like troops that need armor to do damage. Low mana cost. It's a rare, obviously. And it, allied mechs gain 2 armor. And if you hear a noise in the background, that's my hamster running in its wheel. It's not. It's like my. It's a hamster I'm taking care of. It's my hamster. I like it. It's my hampy. It's my hampy, guys. Anyway, Clockwork Sphinx. So you might say, oh, that should be on the list because you can combine it with this and make a lot of damage with the armor and yada-da-da-da. But you know, maybe that goes with this next one here. Like I said, I'm not fully. I don't know everything about every troop in the game, and some of these I just know are good, and it's just not something I used that much, but I know they're decent. So we're in the rares, and this is another honorable mention. Paladin. Should this be on the list? It might. Should be on this list, but Paladin, 11 yellow-green, a white helm, divine knight, deal 31 damage to an enemy boosted by my armor. Maybe you combine it with Clockwork Sphinx, you boost his armor up, you do a bunch of single target damage. I'd prefer like an AoE to this, because you'd have to cast it 4 times, you know. But, hey, I think it's a good honorable mention at least, and it might have, shoulda, coulda, woulda made the list, but I don't know. This is my list, so. Alright, another one. Kinda along the same lines. I'm seeing a little trend here with these honorable mentions. It's just like these armor troops that I just never got into. The only one I ever really used was Rowan, so. Let's see, where are you? Why can't I find anything today? Where are you? Oh, okay. I hate when it has the in the name, you know what I mean? You guys hate that? When you're looking for something and you forget that it has the? Like the Miraji Queen? Maybe I should do the top 10 the troops in the game. You know what I mean? I hate the troops, man. The Devoted! So, a mana generator. The Honest Empire, Divine Human, 12, yellow-blue. Yes, we are still on the honorable mentions. Orpheus's Will. Create 7 gems of a chosen type, cleanse all allies, and give them 32 armor. So, cleanser, a mana generator, and the armor thing again. So, this was very close to making the list, and just barely missed it by a booty hair. So, Very, very close. And here's another one. The last of the honorable mentions is Trickster. It's kind of like the poor man's Leprechaun. But you can get it really easy. Down in the Warrens, just throw some Chaos Shards, you'll get it pretty much right away. So if you need a quick start in a battle, starts battles with 75% mana. Explode 16 green gems, switch to the first and last enemies. Yeah, it's a poor man's Leprechaun. So if you don't have Leprechaun for whatever reason, you can go grab this in the Warrens. And that's my last honorable mention. I like those 75% start rares. Alright, number 10. Now, should this be on the list? I don't know, but I put it on the list because it's Warlock. So, Warlock, 8 blue, brown. Karakoth, Human Mystic. Remove all purple gems. Deal 40 damage to an enemy. Boosted by gems removed. It can do some decent heavy damage. Maybe a little board control with that remove all purple gems. And then the main reason it's on here is Necromancy. Gain 50% bonus souls from battle. One of the first troops you can get in the game with Necromancy. Water Spirit. Gain 1 magic for each blue ally. And Demonic Pact. 25% chance to summon an ancient horror on death. So it does several things, but the main thing that it's on the list for is the Necromancy. So, you know, that's why I put it on. You can use it in very, very early soul farming teams with the Valkyrie. You know, Triple Warlock Valkyrie is one of the classic, very, very early beginner soul farming teams. Maybe I should do a video on that team. I think I have before, but... So that was number 10, was Warlock. Okay, number 9. This is another one that I just know people like. I never use it that much, but it just has to be on the list. It is Dust Devil, 10 brown yellow, Drifting Sands, Elemental. Deal 5 damage to all enemies and knock the first enemy to last position. So you can probably get more damage out of that somehow. And then it starts battles with full mana. So empowered rare. Gain bonus yellow mana from yellow gem matches. Allied elementals gain 2 life. I've just seen people, you know, use 3 of these, or, you know, there's ways you can use the Dust Devil, or at least there used to be, you know, to do some things. Yeah, I just knew it was one that should probably be on the list somewhere. It's number 9, it's Dust Devil, it's empowered, like, come on. And it can screw up their whole team by moving them all around, and maybe helping out with those life and deaths, or whatever. Alright, number 8. Number 8 is kind of similar to number 7, but got edged out by number 7 just very slightly. And I'm probably going to show some teams for the top 2 or 3 troops, just so you know. But Alchemist is my number 8 rare troop in the game. Adana Human, 10 red brown. I sometimes would use this on my red Guild Wars team. And I used it quite a bit early in the game for mana generation. Transform a selected mana color to yellow, so any yellow troops you have, if you don't have a better mana generator for yellow, then you got Alchemist. You can change any color to yellow, get extra turn, get a bunch of yellow, and yeah, and I'll tell you a troop later on that uses yellow, a couple of them probably, and you could pair it with this and get them up quick. Transform a selected mana color to yellow and gain 44 gold, so also good for gold. Another trend here, stuff doing several things all at once. Merchant, gain 25% bonus gold from battle. Fire Link, gain bonus red mana from red gem matches, and it's immunity to silence, so you can't get silenced, so it won't stop you from mana generating. But yeah, that's my number 8. I used it a lot when I was early in the game, a lot, as my mana generator. Before, you know, I got epics and legendaries and mythics and stuff, you know, or the better mana generators. Like Alchemist is a good mana generator early in the game. Alright, the next one here is pretty close to the same thing, but not really. It does slightly different things. But Valkyrie Stormheim Divine is the number 7 rare in the game, in my opinion. 10 red yellow. Valkyrie Stormheim Divine. It's a divine. Transform a selected mana color to blue and gain 30 souls. So instead of yellow and gold, it's doing blue and souls. So goes good with those warlocks, like I said, for very, very early soul farming team. And, you know, anything that uses blue. Anything that uses blue. And gives you a little extra souls, too. So put it up a little bit above Alchemist just because souls you seem to need. I don't know. They're really tied, in my opinion, but I put it at 7 just because Valkyrie looks a little better than Alchemist. Alchemist is an old man, and Valkyrie is a woman with wings, so I don't know. Divine Bond. Ally Divines gain 2 life. Water Heart gain 1 life for each blue ally, and Water Link gain bonus blue mana from blue gem matches. So that was number 7. Well, let's do number 6. This one is one I used heavily early in the game. It was Ranger. So, fond memories of Ranger. Was my damage dealer for, you know, who knows when. Like level 300, 400, 500, 600, around there. Ranger was my damage dealer. Pair it with Alchemist, another Ranger, maybe Knight Coronet, something like that. And you got a team there. I think I used to use like Knight Coronet, Ranger, Alchemist, Ranger, or something like that. Or like Knight Coronet, Ranger, Alchemist, Knight Coronet, or something. It was a good team. You could throw Druid in there sometimes, and, you know, back in the day, not now, but maybe you are level 300, 400, 500, and you got Ranger, you got Knight Coronet, you got Alchemist, you got your hero. You can make a good team like that. So, 10 yellow, green, Ranger, Magrim Woods, Wargare. Deal 35 damage to an enemy, and deal 8 damage randomly split among enemies, boosted by enemies alive. So you shoot this thing first thing you do in the battle, and it does more damage. It hits more than one enemy. It deals 8 damage randomly split amongst enemies. It does high damage for early in the game. It has allied Wargare gain 2 life, gain 1 magic for each yellow ally. So the more yellow allies you put in there, like another Ranger, a Knight Coronet, which is yellow-blue, I think, the more damage it's going to do. And armor piercing, 50% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. So you could put it in first slot, maybe get that true skull damage. Ranger is my number 6. Like I said, this is my list, not some meta top 10 rares. It's like Cool's top 10 rares. Okay, this next one I never had that much of a chance to use. But I think if it came out back when I was using Ranger, I might have used this one instead of Ranger. So can you think what it is? Kind of similar to Ranger, but it's a newer troop. Not super new, but newer than Ranger. We have Midge Swarm. I've been impressed by this thing ever since it came out. I mean, for newer players, like it looks like a good damage dealer for early in the game, for a rare troop that you can get easily. For early in the game. But Midge Swarm, 11 green, brown, just a really nice damage dealer. Wild Plains Beast, deal 42 scatter damage to all enemies twice. Deals an amount of damage randomly split up between all enemy troops. It does it twice. That's 84 damage. If you put 2 of these on your team, maybe put some kind of brown mana generator, green mana generator, you're good to go. Maybe a Trickster. Like, just speaking of things we already talked about, you know, Goblin Shaman, Trickster, Apothecary, Leprechaun, something like that with the Midge Swarm, man. Mountain Crusher, Midge Swarm, how about that? Mountain Crusher, Midge Swarm, Leprechaun, or something like that, you know what I mean? And that thing, early in the game, would probably rip through some stuff, but regeneration, recover 1 life at the start of each turn. Venomous, poison enemies when doing skull damage. And Plague Touch, inflict disease when doing skull damage. So, I think it would be good very early in the game, you know. For you put 2 of them on your team, you do 84, 84, get it back up, 84, 84, boom. They're going to be dead quick. So yeah, I put that slightly above Ranger just because I think it's a little bit better than Ranger. And maybe you could put Ranger and Midge Swarm on the same team, you know, I don't know. Alright, number 4. This one I was like, this has to be on the list somewhere. And then it just ended up being up there at number 4 somehow. Not sure if it should be or shouldn't be, but I've been impressed with this thing ever since it came out. It's a bounty troop. Bounty's one of the best single player events for as far as rewards go. And I put it on my team every time. Some people don't. I do. Chris Turtle. 12 yellow blue, and I think it's good for outside of bounty as well. Like, it's pretty good. You could have put this with the Midge Swarm. You could definitely do that. Merlantis Elemental Beast. Convert a chosen color to brown, which, you know, line it up, get extra turns, barrier and submerge a random ally. So the more you do it, the more barriers and submerge you get. It's a bounty hunter, it's fireproof, and it has stone skin. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. So you can put it in first slot. It's a really good tank. It will start doing barrier and submerge on random allies, and it can help out with mana generation for brown. So I don't know. I put it on my my number 4. So feel free to put in the comments if you disagree with any of these. But bounty's a pretty important event. Alright, number 3 I'm going to show a team with. Number 3. We have Greed, and the only reason this is on here is because it's in one of the best teams in the game. It's a rare. This is the top 10 rares. If you're on one of the best teams in the game, you got to be on the top 10 rare list. So, Greed, 10, purple, green, Son of Mirage, Daemon, gain gold equal to my life, gain 36 life, gain an extra turn, goes in the Skeleton Key team. Everyone knows that. It starts battles with full mana, empowered, another empowered troop. We like empowered troops on this list. Gain 2 bonus gold or on 4 or 5 gem matches. Explode a brown gem at the start of battle, another good thing. And it goes on the Key team, the best gold farming team in the game. So we got Warlock, we got Valkyrie, we got Alchemist, we got Greed, we got all these gold and soul farming troops in the rare top 10. But here it is, Cedric Sparklesack. You get him from the vault. Egg Thief is a Dragon's Claw ultra rare. And Skeleton Key, just equip Thief and get 250 victories. Pretty easy to get. Thief you get from Zaijin, I think. Pretty easy to do that little quest. And then here's Greed. Gaining gold equal to my life. Gain 36 life, gain an extra turn. You cast it first thing. It starts empowered. So cast it first thing. It gets your gold way up there for Skeleton Key, which uses... it does damage boosted by its gold. So Greed is very helpful with that. Alright, number 2. What do we have for number 2? This I had as number 1, and I switched it back to number 2. I don't know. Take Rocky Warrior, 12 red, brown, Leonis Empire, Raksha Knight. The best bounty troop in the game. Bounty's pretty important. The best single player event in the game besides Vault. So, yeah, as far as rewards go. Break morale. Deal 36 true damage to an enemy boosted by their armor. So the more scaling the event is, the further you get into the bounty event, the more damage it does. It does true damage. Bounty Hunter, Undead Slayer, deal double skull damage versus Undead, and Armored, reduce damage from skulls by 25%. Used in Bounty, the most important bounty troop in the game. Consider meddling it if you can. It's my number 2. I think it's a decent pick for number 2. I almost had it at number 1. Like, I have it erased. Like, I have the list written right here. I had to Rocky Warrior at 1, and I erased it, and I changed it, and I put it down at 2. I almost had it at 1, though, so... Let's find out what number 1 is. Do you know what number 1 is? Can you guess? My number 1 common was Thrall. What do you think my number 1 rare is? You think I did, you know, think about, do you like my list? What do you think about it? What do you think about my list? It's my list. So I can put whoever I want in number 1, right? Let's put good old Cockatrice. Cockatrice is the number 1 rare in the game, in Cynical's opinion. 10 brown, yellow, Mugrim Woods monster. I forgot to show you a Tigraki team, but you just saw one yesterday in the bounty video, so there's that. Stone Song, entangle an enemy and drain all the mana from them. Create 6 brown gems boosted by mana drained. It's like a super safe troop in delves and, you know, any brown or yellow team, any team that also uses brown, skull spamming teams, you can use it to entangle. That way you don't get, you know, it don't backfire on you. It also has nimble immunity to entangle, air link, gain bonus yellow mana from yellow gem matches, and entrapment. Deal double skull damage versus entangled enemy. So if it's somehow doing skull damage, it also entangles. It could do that double skull damage. So yeah. So yeah, here's the Tigraki team I was using with the bounty. you always just do like a Chris Turtle Tigraki Excavator, then you put in the Bounty Captain. So this is Tigraki. This is a team I'm using with the number 2 rare and the number 1 rare. Here's a team for it. I don't know if I can beat this because it's like level 460, and I remember it being pretty difficult, but Mountain Crusher, Cockatrice, High King Iron Gut, Sylvanamora. Usually Cockatrice is a good pairing with High King Iron Gut and Mountain Crusher. So we got the Cockatrice, hopefully will be entangling that first troop and draining its mana and everything, and you know, helping out with the battle. We can go ahead and do that now just to make sure we don't get hit with skulls. It's all entangled. We need brown anyway. Then we can do this. We have more brown on the board because of the Cockatrice. Now we have our High King Iron Gut. I'm probably not using the right metals, so if I was going to show off a team to you, but there we go. We got good luck. That's great. I guess I'll just do this again. And, well, do one of these. Got some mana. Do this again. Just keep going back and forth between the two of them. Don't let them cast. Yeah, do it again. Got an extra turn there. Got this up. Now it has 312 attack, so let's move on down the line. Devouring. They can't hit us with skulls or anything. Let's grab this one's mana. Explode this Mountain Crusher. Try to get this High King Iron Gut up again. And we're almost done with this high level delve. High level delve. Alright, do another mountain. Do another Mountain Dew. There you go. So, yep, that is my top 10. Number 1, Cockatrice. Number 2, Tigraki Warrior. Number 3, Greed. Number 4, Chris Turtle. Number 5, Midge Swarm. Number 6, Ranger. Number 7, Valkyrie. Number 8, Alchemist. Number 9, Dust Devil. Number 10, Warlock. Make sure you get all these rares and level them up, fully ascend them, fully trade them, and see about meddling them. At least some of them, at least the top few. Yeah, so like, share, subscribe. Don't forget about that Final Fantasy VII Remake later on today, and consider joining. It really, really helps the channel, and I hope I helped y'all out. Put your top 10 rares or whatever ones I missed that should be on this list. Put them in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.